Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Knape Vogt PB-1639. This is a parts bag of bi-parting door adapter kit is what it is. There's a link below this video to the installation instructions where you'll be able to review the steps to go through in order to get this material installed. It's very simple and straightforward. But first, let's do a little visual tour of the parts. The two zinc dichromate steel plates that you're going to get, the installation instructions clearly show that they're to be installed in this orientation. Okay, I don't know that you couldn't install them this way. I'm just familiar with installing them this way because that's how they're shown in step 4. If they were installed with the U side clamping over the track, it would not look like the way it's drawn. So installation is this way. Let's go over these dimensional properties, and it is definitely steel with a zinc dichromate on it. Just it's for corrosion resistance. Steel just exposed to the atmosphere will oxidize over time. Overall length of the clamp 3 inch. Outside width about 2 inch. Inside about 1 inch and 13/16 with a height of about 1/2 inch. Then you're going to get 4 door stops or snubbers or bumpers. Snubbers is how we would call them. There's 4 of them. So what do you? Let's back up. What are you using this bi-parting door adapter kit for? You have a pair of pocket doors, and you are needing to join 2 tracks in the center of the opening. Very common to use this implementation for 2 reasons. Let's say you're doing 3 foot, pardon me, let's just say 2'6" doors, 30-inch doors. You have 2 doors. You have a 5-foot wide opening, and they're both going to slide and open and give you that 5-foot opening. And I've seen installations like this, and it's quite elegant. You've got a home that's 100+ years old. It's not uncommon in certain, like in the neighborhood in Beverly, here in Chicago, in the Chicago area. I've been in a home that has exactly this, and as a matter of fact, they were 3-foot doors, so it was a grand opening that would allow access to what would have been a parlor room separating from a dining room. 2 reasons to use this. Number 1, getting a single 10-foot or 12-foot track is prohibitive in terms of the cost to ship it. That's number 1. Number 2, you can use 2 shorter tracks because it's easier to ship, and you can butt them together because the doors don't slide over that joint. You won't hear any clicking sound in the door at all, so it's okay in that regard. And what they do is they have you clamp these tracks together. But when the doors meet to close, they do need to be buffeted by the snubber. And you will track here, the flanges of the track get turned up. You'll need one here and here, so a total of 4 is what you'll need. And you'll basically slide those into the end of the track. Obviously, both of them will be slid into the track, and then simply tightened down, and then adjusted after the doors are actually in place. Okay. And what's going to happen is obviously the hanger itself will make contact with that. Okay. You're going to want to think about the width of this plate because your hanger, the pendant bolt of the hanger or the hanger assembly or something's going to hit this plate. The location of the mounting plates for the hangers on the top of the door and then the placement of the snubbers all need to be compatible with each other. So be mindful of that before you install your plates in such a way that they will hit the plate before they can close fully. So be mindful. Hold it back off the ends is what I'm trying to say. You will get 2 hex cap screws with nuts that will allow you to through bolt the track together. And then you'll get a single lag bolt that you're going to run up through that screw here. It'll ultimately end up looking like that. And then doing your installation or getting that through. You're going to need to prep your track a little bit, obviously. I would not want to, you're going to need to drill that because it wants you to go right through the seam of the joint of the 2 doors. So that's where you will use it. That's why you'll use it, and that's an overview of the pieces that are here. Let's just stare at the installation instructions really quick. So step 1 is basically saying that the rough opening needs to be the width of the door times 4 plus 1/4 inch. That's going to need to be the rough opening to get everything installed. Step 2 tells you to cut 3/4 inch off each end of doorway header assemblies. That is assuming that you are using the tracks are going to come long. It'll be an inch long or whatever the case might be. You want to make sure that the track is properly length to give you the proper rough opening so that the doors will travel where they have to travel and not be excessively long. They can be long, provided that your rough opening allows it. And then you've got snubbers in the back end of the track, these same snubbers, to prevent the door from falling out, out of the hanger from falling off the track. So cut it 3/4 inch, okay. Just make sure it works. I wouldn't blindly cut 3/4 inch because that's what it said. I would do a reality check on all the pieces that I had first. What if I was doing 4 30-inch doors, but I was starting with, 72-inch tracks? Obviously you have to. That all has to make sense. Step 3 is showing you how to bolt everything together. You're going to drill holes through the track where you have to get it all clamped together, and that's very obvious and shown there in step 3. Step 4 is to then take the entire assembly and attach it to the header, is what you'll do. And then step 5 shows you step 4 says hang combined assembly and fasten to rough header with center lag screw, adjust to level. Okay, but I would have put those snubbers in first. You need to be able to get these. Well, you know what? Maybe not. I think if you remove this screw out far enough, you can clip them over the end of the track. That's obviously how these will be able to go in. Test that before you do it. You might want to slide these down and in before you figure out a permanent installation. And that is step 5. Step 6, install doors per pocket door frame instructions. So what they might be doing with this reference to the pocket door frame is if you're using a pocket door frame that's going to include the studs, let's say. Now that will possibly be where they're referring to. So if you're using a pocket frame kit, PKF, and I'm looking at the manufacturer's sliding door catalog, which you can get to from down below this video. There's a link to the manufacturer's page where you can pull that up. PKT. So these are not listed as compatible with a pocket frame kit that you will get the studs. The PB 1639 is compatible with the PKT 100A, 125A, 150A, and 250A. And those numbers are just the weight rating of the track and hangers. And the A means aluminum. But these kits are they're just track and hangers is all that they are. So, using these to join two pocket frames together is not specifically listed, but it's very likely that the same hardware could be used to do that. Okay. Finally, there's that link I just mentioned below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Knape Vogt products that we sell, but a link to their full-line sliding door catalog and their core catalog as well. Core catalog is their high-quality ball-bearing sliding drawer kits. Their excellent caliber standards and brackets and pilaster strips and pilaster clip line of material, closet organization. I call that the original Knape Vogt line, the core line. But this sliding door catalog is really nice because it's accessible. It's broken up into sections. What are the sections? What type of door do you have? Bifold? Turn to that section. Pocket? Turn to that section. Okay. How heavy is your door? Go to that section. Okay. How wide is your opening? Go down to that. And then in every area, you'll have not only the kits based on type, weight, length, but also the components that are associated with it. You might just simply need to buy a hanger at some point someday. You can do that with Knape Vogt easily, and the catalog makes it all obvious. If you have any questions on the Knape Vogt PB-1639 double pocket door kit adapter or any other Knape Vogt product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.